Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I wanted to talk a little bit about Scared Stiff. Scared Stiff is a movie that I've seen now, I think, 2 or 3 times. I want to say 3. And I liked it more this time, but I still don't love it. It's a 1987 horror movie written by, I guess partially, Mark Frost, who did Twin Peaks with David Lynch. And I love David Lynch. Sometimes he goes a little off on tangents and gets a little weird, and I'm not in the mood for that. But I felt like Mark Frost would sometimes bring him back. So I really like Mark Frost's stuff, so I wanted to check this out. Secondarily, it was directed by Richard Friedman, who did Doom Asylum, which is a really cheesy horror movie I like. And I think it's Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge, which I also enjoy. I think is really perfect for a Blu-ray upgrade, Eric Phantom of the Mall. I think he also worked on some of the Friday the 13th TV series episodes. So that being said, there was a lot of interesting people involved in this. Scared Stiff, the story is it goes back in time and it shows you that they're selling slaves. And there's these slaves doing an incantation in, I guess, like the master's house or perhaps the town mayor, whoever he is. They're doing like an incantation in his house, and they're putting like an evil spirit in his home for what he's done to them. He goes in and ends up shooting them all. The spell they put on the house pretty much dooms anyone who moves into the home, which sort of doesn't make much sense because I understand the guy owned the home and he's not a good person, but what does some person in like 100 years have anything to do with, what this guy did? So whatever. Anyhow, this actress and her son, her young son, and the husband move into the house. The husband's a doctor, and he thinks that the woman is just kind of having like a nervous breakdown or some kind of, problem and that she needs help. But in reality, there's stuff going on in the home and people really don't believe her. So she's trying to like go and be an actress. The son's like going to school in this new neighborhood now, and the father's a doctor in this new neighborhood, and all this craziness is sort of happening in their home. There's a handyman that comes to the home that's fixing things, and this was sort of silly, who dies because of the spirit in the home, and he gets, I don't want to give away too much, but he gets hung outside of the window of the son, and he hangs outside of that window like the whole movie. No one sees him. No one ever notices that his body is lynched next to the window. It's the weirdest thing. I look around my house all the time outside to see if anything's loose or misaligned. These people never notice it. There's another weird scene where someone falls out of a window, and instead of going straight down, they go out and they go into like a fountain like 20 feet away. So some things don't really make sense or aren't logical, but throughout the movie it gets kind of crazier and crazier, but there are some pacing issues. I feel like there are some sluggish points of the film, and then there's some really cool parts where this like demon in the house is going after them near the end of the movie. And the end of the movie has a pretty big twist kind of cop-out thing going on where you don't fully know. It sort of is what you make of it, I think. I don't want to give away too much, but if you are to believe what you see, then it's sort of a cop-out ending. I didn't really love the ending. Overall, I thought the movie was okay. People tend to group it up and lump it in with Eric Mall Phantom or whatever it's called, and The Chill Factor, which I liked more. Doom Asylum, as I said, they lump it in with that, and Deadly Manor. Deadly Manor is probably on the same wavelength for me. I think they're both just okay. I think you can do better than Scared Stiff. I think it definitely has some issues with the movie and the ending, but it was okay and kept our attention and was a pretty fun B-horror movie from the 80s. So if you haven't seen Scared Stiff, maybe check it out, but I wouldn't say it's near the top of my list for something that you have to see. If you have seen it, let me know down in the comments what you think. I know a lot of people are very fond of this film. Thanks guys for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.